friends, and welcome to episode 226 of The Rewind, a podcast dedicated to keeping its listeners on the cutting edge of the MMORPG Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Sorry that I was sick last week and had to miss a recording, but I am back specifically to thank all of you for continuing to listen to our show each week. We truly appreciate you making us a part of your ritual. As always, we could use your help producing the show. If you are in a place monetarily and want to help pay subscription costs and hardware upgrades, we have various tiers on both Patreon and YouTube that we would love for you to be a part of. There are several fun ways to buy in and be an active part of the show. If you are so bold as to join our raid team, you can be a part of our weekly top 5, and I will lovingly tell you how terrible your list is. Lastly, this week we continue our guest series with someone that's been a part of the Static Group live team since its inception. She has recently made her glorious reappearance on this channel Wednesday nights with a few of our After Dark crew. We are so grateful to hear her experiences thus far as a longtime player coming back to Pantheon and chat about how far along the game has come. I hope you all are ready for the one, the only, the Sparoh. Now, on with the show.
On the cliffside, Sparoh lifted her hands and the air shimmered. A wide glider of woven light formed first, its wings steady and strong. Eliv Halfling Rogue grinned. Now this is travel. Ziplock's dark mirror rogue tested the frame. Silent descent. I approve. Next, a sturdy raft appeared below, lashed together by summoned currents. Archbishop's Dwarf Paladin nodded. For crossing flooded paths. Churadu Gnome Summoner clapped. Utility summons brilliant. Anton Dividez Darkmere Shaman Glyphkeeper studied the magic. Constructs of pure intent. Knowing Llama Human Monk leaned over the edge. Brace you down. Screech Scar Bard strummed. A song for winter and water. Dwimble Gnome Rogue checked the raft's knots. Surprisingly stable. First, Goblin Wizard beamed. We fly, we float, I like this summer. Sparoh lowered her hands. Not every gift is for battle. Some are for the journey. And with glider above and raft below, the party prepared to cross sky and river alike.
This week in Visionary Realms News and Notes.
All right, Dinos. Today we are joined by the one, the only Sparoh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, she is a longtime follower of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, longtime pledger of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, and used to be on a little show we called the MMO 101 right here on Pantheon Plus / Static Group Live.
That was a great time.
That was a long time ago, too. I can't believe we've been doing this for 7-8 years now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're so old we have shows that are retired.
It's true. It's true.
It's so bad.
Man.
But she is back. She is here at the opportune time because she likes playing summoners. And there's a lot to talk about in the summoner world. Today we're going to dive right in. We have, of course, our weekly blogs. And it's all about Nightfall Crypts and the summoner. Now,
have we made a decision? Is Nightfall Crypts going to be instance? Is it not instance? Does this blog tell us anything, Drac?
It does not. It tells us nothing.
Okay, great.
I picked up on a little wording, though. It did say 1 to 2 groups. How can you have 2 groups if it's instanced?
That's true. That's a solid point.
I've had discussions with people, and they think maybe it'll be like 2 groups instance. So if you're in, then maybe they'll allow 2 people. I have no idea how this is going to work. Apparently there's some sort of keying process that gets you into it that they're not willing to reveal or show anyone. So they want us to experience that within the game
I know our group's not going to figure that out.
That
We'll have to wait for someone.
We're definitely waiting for a tell from someone who knows what they're doing.
We're looking at you, Diablo.
Or
Vendini.
Mr. Itwiz, or maybe Vendini or Gulo, possibly. I'm really excited about this. I think small dungeons, that's like my jam. That's what I really, really loved about World of Warcraft was their small one group dungeons. That was my favorite part of WoW. I loved running dungeons in WoW. It was super fun. So if Pantheon can somehow infuse small little dungeons like this into the game, even if they have to use instancing, I know that's a bad word and nobody wants to do that, but even if they have to use instancing, I'm all for it. I think it's going to be great.
I think people hate instancing more for shrinking the world. If this makes it just seem like an extra part of the world, it isn't really shrinking it. I think people will be fine with it for the most part.
I'm pretty much pro instancing, so
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm game on. As long as there's stuff for the people that want open world mobs to fight against, as long as there's enough of that to go around, I think instancing is fine.
But they haven't said, at least all the research that I've done, I have not seen a clear answer. To begin with, it was, no, these aren't instanced. And then in the QA, Joppa said, well, maybe they might be instanced.
I think he may have been just using it as like an example of a dungeon that could be instanced. We're also reading too much into it, as we do, as this show does.
We love to read into stuff. We love to jump to the farthest possible thing and conflate it as large as possible and then blow it up with fire.
I love being part of the internet.
Well, I know Embers Adrift did this kind of thing, and it wasn't instanced, and you could meet other groups, and it still worked really well. So I don't think it matters either way. I think both can be really fun and useful.
If I had to guess, I would guess not instanced, but because they've just said only raids are instanced. We'll see, I guess. But Nightfall Crypts, very exciting. What's not exciting is that the patch for this week is delayed, which that patch is the Nightfall Crypts patch and also all the big summoner updates. Artois got on Discord yesterday and sent out the announcement, and then Joppa talked a little bit about on his stream. They're adding so you can put different spells and skills for easy loading, so you can load like skill set 1 or skill set 2. And apparently that is massively malfunctioning. And also apparently when you mem new abilities and or spells, sometimes they don't show up in your spell book. So that's real bad.
Some would call that potentially game breaking. Sure.
I believe they did call it a potentially game breaking bug. That's a bummer. It's not a huge deal, I don't think, for the spring update. I don't think it's going to delay or anything. I just think it's like the more we keep pushing stuff out, it's just like I feel this clock ticking. Summer is coming. It's not winter is coming, it's summer is coming, something like that. I don't know.
Well, they do have to June 20th or whatever.
Yeah, June 22nd, something like that. June 20th.
Is that the first day of summer?
Sparoh, where is your level of concern for the spring update?
Well, because I've been here a while, I'm not putting much stock in any date whatsoever, or else I'm going to be ticked off probably. So I'm really just taking it as it comes. I'm not holding my breath. So I won't
remember
be
when
angry.
we used to do that, and we get so upset,
and I'd be so frustrated, and it's late again, and then you hear everybody's of course, and that's it's negative, and I don't want to be negative. You know, we're all pledged to this and enjoying it, and I don't want to be negative with it. I want to enjoy it, whatever it is. So
we all know it's going to happen.
But
we all know it's going to happen. It's fine. We just have to be Pantheon patient like we always have been, and hopefully we always will be until it comes out. And then we'll be Pantheon plethora.
We'll be Pantheon, whatever it is, we're going to play it.
Wow. That was awful. All right.
I couldn't think of another P word, okay? Just plethora. That's the only thing that came.
Not one that was gonna keep the show PG anyway. So anyway,
exactly.
Let's move on to our poster of the week.
Poster of the week.
Our poster of the week is none other than GuloGulo himself. He started a little firestorm over on the official Discord.
That's like his favorite thing to do. He loves stirring the pot. I just
got
see
a
him.
pot stir.
He's just pot stirring all the time.
He's got a little stick. He's just poking that fire, just poking it.
Yeah, that's what he loves best.
So
I'm all for it.
Of course, he makes it political, which I'm sure just inflames people. So the title of his post is "Make Interrupts Great Again."
So good.
It's so good. Funny. But his point is that interrupts don't seem like a core mechanic anymore. That almost all of the really dangerous spells that we used to interrupt and used to be like, if you didn't interrupt the spell, your whole group is dead. Like, it's a big deal. And that kind of gameplay doesn't seem like it's really in Pantheon all that much anymore. That's Gulo's thought. Do you agree with Gulo? Do you not like the interrupt gameplay, or do you like it? And do you think that also, second, do you think that Pantheon has kind of removed it now, or do you think it's just maybe a little bit toned down and you're fine with it?
Well, since I'm new back, I can't really compare it to what it was, but I would say with our group, we're definitely calling out, hey, interrupt that or use your kick or whatever. So it's still there. I don't know comparably how much, but we use it.
Do you like that type of gameplay? Do you like having to do the interrupt to make sure that something doesn't kill your whole group?
Heck yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So you're like edge of the seat, like
at all times. Like timing.
Full pucker.
Pucker. Like timing it too, because you can't just keep spamming yours. So you got to say, okay, I'm casting mine. All right, I'm going to do mine over here. No, I love that. Because you got to communicate, and it just adds another level to the game other than just spamming buttons.
I think we've mixed up along the way what we really wanted. Because there's this part over here that's talking about the game's too hard. It's too punishing. Like, we miss one interrupt and it's over. But this show's take has always been, we want more of this, but different things. So it can't always just be interrupt. Like, that can't be the mechanic. There needs to be several different mechanics along the way that are very similar to an interrupt-like situation where you have to push the right combination of buttons to stop it. Not necessarily an interrupt per se, but like, I don't know.
Debuffs.
It needs to, sure. It just needs to be a different mechanic that is in the combat, especially if we're about to make combat longer. Like, if we're getting rid of the one thing that makes it truly fun and interactive, or at least we're like washing it out and then not making more of the fun stuff, that's bad. That's real bad. Gulo's not wrong. He rarely is, honestly. I mean, his opinions are typically spot on. And as he's our group interrupter, other than you. So, I mean, you're the wizard. You have tons of interrupts. I know you're still calling them out, but do you feel like it's less now that we're in the Enclave as opposed to Halnir?
I feel like it's less important. I don't think it's less. I'm still interrupting every time that button lights up. I interrupt because mine's on a 30-second cooldown. So I'm always trying to figure out what the important thing to interrupt is. I'm always trying to figure out which spells can be interrupted, because mine is a magic only interrupt, and there's ones that are skills that I can't interrupt. So I'm always trying to figure that out. I like that. I like that aspect of the game. I think it's super fun. I do think that it's been downplayed a lot. I think that they made a conscious decision somewhere along the way that was, this is too intense, that it's too unforgiving. If you miss what was the one in Halnir's where they would chomp you and it was a conal,
the Ravage.
If you miss the Ravage, your whole group is dead. Like, there's no coming back from it. Or if you miss the fire nuke, or you miss the mezzing in the fort, right? If you miss that stuff, then like it just causes absolute chaos. And I think they made a conscious decision to tone it down. So I'm not sure. I think I probably lean more with Gulo. I think I liked it harder. I think they could have taken it down a bit. I think they may have taken it down a bit too much. But ultimately, I'm good with either. I don't think this is the end of the world either way. Right now, it just makes me look really good because I'm just on top of it.
That's the last thing we need.
I would just add too, if interrupts are going to be a thing, then you kind of have to make sure everybody has something because if you don't have someone who can interrupt it in the group, then you can't play it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
then you kind of have to add a few more, maybe different classes.
And I think this was a bug, but remember when I was playing the cleric long ago and we figured out that the bubble could take away the lifesteal from the zombies? Like you could do things like that, so it's not necessarily an interrupt, but it stops that effect in the same fashion. So it just needs to be something like that, and it just needs to be more.
I like that. I actually like that mechanic a lot with the bubble that stops the life leech. That's really good.
Yeah, I think that was a bug, but it was a great bug, and I'm glad I figured it out.
All right. Well, thank you, Gulo, and all you wizards. Make sure that you interrupt often, early and often.
Poster of the week.
Hey, Joppa, you get me so excited about classes and abilities. When you say you're someone, I'll come and friends for me. Hey, Joppa, I hoped your words were pure gold. My broken heart is my fault, so now I carry around an extra shaker of salt. Hey, Joppa.
Joppa says 20 and a half hours of streaming since our last podcast. He is crazy.
Well, it doesn't help that this is 2 weeks worth of streaming.
It is true.
Right? Okay, good.
I mean, if some people didn't have to take weeks off, then we could, have a weekly podcast. But apparently that's not a thing.
No getting sick. Not allowed.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Drake gets sick next week because his wife has the COVID.
Oh.
I hope she's feeling better soon.
We'll see.
Drax had it like 7 times, so it's fine.
I have. It's like a weekly thing out here. You have totally distracted me now. You're gonna have to edit all that out.
Nope. That's the real life funny stuff that stays in.
All right. Well, Joppa is making a play for all the Ashes of Creation folks, all those folks that have gotten displaced because their game got destroyed from all this drama, all these.
There is so much crap too. The internet drama is just in full swing for this game, and I'm so happy.
We could do a weekly podcast on the Ashes of Creation drama, and we would have plenty of content.
As much as Joppa streams.
20 hours of Ashes of Creation content. No, it's all crazy. At some point, we'll probably do a recap, but man, it's dropping hot and heavy every day. There's new stuff.
Every day.
Every day.
Crazy.
So he interviewed one of the big Ashes of Creation content creators. His name was Vladis.
Vladis, yeah.
Vladis? I'm going to go with Vladis. I like Sparoh's pronunciation. Vladis. So he interviewed Vladis, had him on for an hour. He talked a lot about Ashes of Creation. He talked a lot about Pantheon. There wasn't any really new information here. But if you are a brand new person to Pantheon Rise of the Fallen and you're just getting into it now, this is a great stream because they go over a lot of the basics. They kind of go over the history a little bit, like Joppa's kind of theory of development, and like just covers like a lot of stuff that maybe us people have been around for 10 years have already know.
Old news.
But no, it's really good for new people. Did
For
either of you guys watch this stream?
No.
I did. I ended up watching the whole thing just because I wanted to see what an Ashes of Creation streamer was like. It's more like homework for us, Drax, so we get an idea of what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Did you get the sense that the feeling is they're worried about getting involved in another game that isn't developed yet?
For this guy, no. This guy was all ready to go into the next thing, or at least that's how I felt. Like he just was on the search for the next thing.
Just like
cool.
Rebounded quickly.
Right. Well, you got to make a buck, right? And if your cash cow is dead, then you got to go get a new cash cow right away and hope for the best. So I think he was just on the search for a new cash cow and I think realized that Pantheon was not it.
Well, Gulo, or was it Mr. C or Gulo? One of them was saying that he had already moved on after the Joppa stream to another game. So, but I mean, he's
searching. Maybe he'll make his way back around. You never know.
Definitely make his way back.
I doubt it, but maybe.
But I like the attempt by Joppa. I think it's a good idea. I think we should reach out to the Ashes of Creation people. I mean,
100%.
I don't know that we're going to get a ton of them, but
we got a couple of them.
We've had some in our chat. Yeah. But I don't know that we can be sticking our nose up at any gamers at this point. Like, we don't got that kind of following. That we can just be like, well, we're not taking those people. Like, we'll take anybody that wants to pay the sub and the box price for Pantheon. Welcome in. We love you.
We'll tell you what you need to do, what you need to know.
Yeah. We'll
just
even
ask.
take PvPers. Nice. That's how desperate we are right now.
Go onto your own server, though. Don't come to mine.
Yeah. No PvE server, yeah.
Joppa also said that everything up to launch is just a glimpse of the game. And the real story of Pantheon will only start once the game launches. And he noted that there were 6,800 plus Steam people when EA launched, and he expects that number could go higher for the spring update, and he thinks the launch number will even be higher yet. And he just wants everyone to know that a lot of people don't come out until the launch, and the launch is really the most important time for this game, and that has not happened yet, but we are going to get there. How do you guys feel about this?
Well, how do you feel about it, Drac? You're the launch guy. Do you still feel like you've gotten your launch taken away from you?
No, I thought I was. We've said this before. We were wrong about EA. I thought it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to succeed, and I thought it was really going to cheapen the Pantheon launch experience, but that's not how it's went, and I don't know why. I don't have a real solid reason for why it hasn't done that, because normally when you do this kind of Steam EA launch, like it
fades into oblivion.
Yeah, it fades for me, but it hasn't. And I think some of it is, and this is the smart thing that they're doing. I know that we never, ever criticize Monsters and Memories because we love them, but I think they're making a small mistake here, or maybe not even a small mistake. It could be a big mistake, where their EA launch, they're not going to wipe after the EA launch. And I think for me, the wiping piece for Pantheon, where we are going to wipe, has definitely preserved the launch experience.
100%. Why would you not wipe? That's just asinine to me. For sure, we love Monsters Memories, and I understand the reasoning why people don't want wipe, but the new game experience is literally the best part of every MMO.
Yep.
I don't know why you would take that away from your players.
Yeah, there's an anticipation that goes with launch that you're losing if you're just keeping a character you've had for a year or whatever it is.
Yep.
And then you're just continuing on with that same character. Yeah.
And maybe they do that whole. I remember people complained to Joppa, please make a legacy server. Make a legacy server.
Ugh.
Maybe Monsters and Memories will do that for these old characters, but man, having people already have money and items to give to the newbies or sell to the newbies or scam the newbies with because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Like, this is just setting up for some badness. All in the hope that your older players don't bitch at you. I don't know if that's worth it or not.
Leave. Maybe they think they'll leave them if they wipe them again. Maybe they don't think they'll come back.
I think Monsters is so niche. I don't think they'd leave. Like they're there for a reason.
Right.
They like that style.
Yeah.
I don't think they would leave over that.
Maybe I'll yell at our friends over there and see what's up. See if I can get an inside scoop on that opinion.
Get the scoop. First is messaging you right now.
Don't tell them we're friends.
All that to say is we have been critical of VR in the past, and this is one area where I think they have nailed it. Is you have to wipe for the launch of your game, I think.
I mean, they could still change their minds. There's still time.
Oh, don't need to.
Sorry,
we're
Jack.
not there yet.
My heart.
Let me twist the dagger a little more. That's revenge for all that raid tank summoner bullshit you keep spewing at me.
Just because you're going to be replaced by the summoner doesn't
Get
mean
out.
that you
Get
better.
The Titan.
Hey, Sparoh, what are you doing Monday nights at midnight Eastern Standard Time?
Sleeping.
Sleeping, yes.
I don't have to worry about Sparoh. I know exactly what
that
she's
after
doing.
dark is way too late for me.
It's way too late for me, too. It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's move on to some new stuff. How about some summoner upgrades?
Woohoo.
We start with the pet size increasing.
I thought size didn't matter.
Oh, it matters.
Oh. Well, you've heard it here
You heard it
first.
They've been lying to you.
Yeah. Pet size
but I've
matters.
always been told that no. Oh.
Oh boy. Listen.
Derailed.
Derailed.
Oh man.
But I think this is cool. I think having the pet be bigger, I don't think it's, like the coolest thing ever or the most amazing thing ever, but it's a nice touch. I like these little touches where the pet is smaller and then it gets bigger. It's easy compared to like other things. It adds a lot to see the summoner walking around with a little pet and be like, oh, that's a newbie. Or the summoner walking around with a big giant pet that's bigger than they are. Oh, that's a high level one. And when we add gnomes in the game, that's going to be so much fun to see the gnome, and the summoner pet's going to be twice the size of the gnome. That's going to be fun.
I love that the pictures that they showed are of the magic pet. That's the blue one, right? Or they're all blue now.
They're all blue now. That is the Fury.
It's because they're all taking blue chew.
Blue chew.
That's why they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
Blue Chew, we are still available for a sponsorship if you would like.
We got 10 milligram pet. We got the 20 milligram pet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gross.
All right, moving on.
No, moving on. I wanted to say
yeah.
I love,
Yes.
I know I love that they're getting bigger with the levels. I'd also love to see in the future maybe not just the size of the pet, but maybe if you find a like spell for its armor or something that just makes it stand out as a really cool add-on other than just the size mattering. That would be really neat too. So,
But you have
think
to
it's
stay
fantastic.
in brown robes forever. You don't get any
No.
colorful robes. Your pet gets awesome things, but you are stuck in a burlap sack for the rest of your life from 1 to 50.
no,
Sparoh has
I need flashy duds.
Sparoh has been around long enough to remember when they talked about armor actually appearing on the summoner pets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's what I want.
they haven't talked about that kind of stuff for a while, but I'm hoping someday that gets in, because I think armoring your pet should be a thing.
Yeah. Can you imagine your pet with like a super sword or big old shoulder pads or, something that's like, where'd you get that? And it's some drop off a boss or some spell you got. That's
That'd be
amazing.
cool. That would be cool.
That would be super.
Make it happen, Joppa.
Let's do it.
The only thing that's kind of sad for me is looking at the blue pet, and I'm like, the Fury pet was so cool as fire, and we just and it doesn't look the same as the blue pet, and it wasn't designed to be blue. Like we just turned it blue. It's like
Right.
we smurfed it.
I can't believe you're not excited about this, Drac, because now you're the only elemental intelligence caster.
There is that. I just Bronson. I watched all those streams where Bronson was creating.
No, you did not.
I did. I watched them. And
No one believes you.
Painstakingly creating all these pets, and each little, dab of art. I felt like he was the tree guy. Little dab of elemental here, little dab of elemental there.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah.
Happy little trees.
Happy little fires.
Happy little elementals. Yeah. And now they're just blue. I hope I hope it gets a pass at some point. I don't know if they have time for that or not, but I hope.
Next time we have Bronson on, we should ask him about that.
Yeah, we should.
Well,
How about all that work,
fire
buddy?
Anymore. It's mana now. It's not fire. So
I mean,
I think fiery mana.
Yeah, I think it's given what they've done to it, it should be blue, but they just took the fire pet and
made it blue.
Tinted it blue.
Yeah.
Which is
fine.
What are you gonna do?
It looks fine.
It's fine.
But now the water pet needs to change.
Yeah.
And
the water pet looks dingy.
Yeah.
Like you're drinking some river water or something.
You will soon enough.
I think the mana pets should be more ethereal, seeing through them. And then the water pet, maybe globular. I don't know.
Huh?
That's a great idea.
These are free ideas, VR. You're welcome.
Make it so, Bronson.
Well, if that wasn't enough, at level 22, you can summon your very own Gatestones, which then you can pass around to your party
and sell.
Apparently not initially. They have to be in your group initially, but then later on, they're tradable. So I guess you could invite them to your group and summon them for money.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
you just invite them to the group.
You can take the extra step. Absolutely.
So I'm sure Bounty Code was rejoicing when this news came out.
Yes.
all melee characters should be rejoicing, right? Because nothing is worse than playing a melee character and being stuck at the bottom of a dungeon and being reliant on the wizard who, may or may not have forgot you on his way out the door.
That's never happened.
Bounty will definitely forget you.
So everybody's pro summoning Gatestones. Everybody's excited about that.
It's really
How
cool.
could you not be? Like, if we're going to get rid of Stuck Bind, the command that we have in the game now, then we got to have this. It has to happen.
Do you think it goes away when you log out? Or does it stay in your bags?
It's probably one of those things that
I bet it's no rent.
It stays for about 10 minutes. Yeah, like the no drop or not no rent. Yeah,
no rent. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can crash and it'll still be there when you come back, but if you log out for 15 minutes, it's gone.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think that's fair. I don't think you can. Otherwise, you just got your summoner sitting at the bank.
But I paid 3 platinum for this stone.
for 8 hours, got all his bags filled, and he's just passing them out to everybody, right? That's not good.
That sounds great.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Drac. I'm surprised you're not all over this.
I'm not playing the summoner, so
They even look like eggs.
Yeah.
He's just mad because you're cutting into his teleporting money.
Yeah, you are cutting into my teleporting money. Absolutely. All right. Well, Joppa. It was brought up on stream by Justin. Just let me play the damn game. For those of you that don't know, it's Justin. Justin cornered Joppa on his own stream and asked about the apology that Stat Group Live gave him. And Joppa was very gracious and saying that we didn't have to do that, but he appreciated it. And he likes the stream. He likes the rewind. And he doesn't mind that we are sometimes critical. And he will continue to listen. So I'm super excited about that.
I mean, this show wouldn't be good if we weren't critical. Not that it's good, but
Not that it's good.
You gotta be critical sometimes.
Yeah, like if we were just fluffing Joppa, that's not fun for anybody.
No, we got to have a little friction.
Yeah,
little
if we don't
pushback.
have opinions, this show is worse than it is.
I feel like for the size of our opinions, we should be a lot more popular than we are.
We do have quite sizable opinions, I agree. Let's just say they're about the size of the level 50 summoner pet.
She's got opinions, he's got opinions.
Yeah. Yep. We like Joppa. We've all been around for a long time. We all respect each other. And, sometimes we're going to say things. And that show specifically, we chatted about it offline a bit, Drac. It's just was that our proudest moment? We should always record these shows thinking Joppa's going to listen to this.
We should probably do that.
I think it's a reality check for us.
Yeah.
To not necessarily openly offend the game that is our forever home and someone who we respect and have had on this show, right? Like,
absolutely.
How dare us for going that hard? And we did go a little hard. So
yeah, and it wasn't even that we were critical, because I'm not going to apologize for being critical. I think we were harsh. Yeah. That was the thought process that I got to at. So very gracious.
We were guilty. We were feeling guilty.
We were.
Sorry, Joppa.
We had the guilt. We definitely had the guilt.
Case of the guilts.
But you made it all right.
Yeah.
We did.
We're human. We slip up from time to time.
I would rather apologize and have it not be needed than the other way around. So
100%. I felt the same way. I'm glad we came to that conclusion. It took us a little bit, but we came to that conclusion.
Well, Joppa has come to the conclusion that everybody gets a DPS meter.
Hey,
are you excited for a possible DPS meter in the spring update?
I really don't care. I play tank.
Yeah, I like it. I've played without it, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I kind of think ignorance is bliss, right? Like because then you're going to have DPS people like going hard and not do anything else other than DPS. Like, you need to interrupt this. No, bro, I'm too busy DPSing.
Who would do
I
that?
Might be one of those
Who would
people.
do that?
Who would do that? Who could
can't
possibly
beat me on the DPS meter?
That's right.
I'm letting you die
Sparoh
every
and I
time.
are over in our own world. We're just sitting mashing the buttons as hard as we can.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
if other
the
people
trouble.
can see it, then I'm doing it hard. Yeah.
But like, this kind of goes back to what we were talking about a couple weeks ago, where it doesn't allow people to make crappy builds. Like, that's the charm of the mastery system, is that you don't necessarily need to be the most decent person. That shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but am I going to get the reputation of, she's great at interrupting? You know, it's like, you got to be the big DPS.
This is why I'll never play DPS again. I did this when I rated an EQ. There's just no way I'm ever going to play
can't
a DPS
even sleep
class
at night.
again.
He's like, I was third.
I mean, I was a ranger, so of course I was never going to be at the top. But like,
it stings.
The other ranger constantly whooped my ass. So,
oh no,
yeah, well, and then would never tell me how he was doing it. I don't know how. I'm sorry.
Not gracious.
Selfish DPS is that. Is who
selfish. That is. He could play a necromancer in Pantheon.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
I mean, has there ever been an MMO where they've gotten away from DPS really having to DPS and it matter?
Nope.
Not even Pantheon.
I don't think anyone...
Because there's already an unofficial DPS meter that's out there, which is really the reason I think that they're just going to release it. We have refused to use it because
we're purists.
Reasons, but but it's out there and you can find it and download it and have it right now. I prefer the in-game DPS meter to the everyone's using the out-of-game DPS meter.
For sure. If one person has it, everyone should have it. Because Joppa talked about this like a year ago. Like, he was fine with it being in there. So, okay, if you're fine with it, then just let everybody have it.
Then just let us have it.
It's that simple.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of learned through WoW that just having all those third-party add-ons and having to keep all that up, and everybody has to use this one, and it just, even WoW's gotten rid of it.
Yeah,
it's no good.
Yep,
it's exhausting.
It's the haves and the have-nots, right? Like, it's just that all over again.
Yeah,
it doesn't even have to be about money.
Yeah, if you need add-ons on your game, either just add it into the game. You know, if it's unplayable without the add-ons, that's not a good game.
Joppa talked a little bit about world size and where we need to be for 1.0 launch.
But I thought size didn't matter.
I told you.
Maybe that'll be the title of this rewind, is size does matter. 3 continents.
Sparoh confirms.
Starter zones for all races, which is roughly 4 to 5 times the landmass that we have right now. Do you think this is amazing? Do you think it needs to be bigger, or is this shooting for too much?
I mean, it's definitely not shooting for too much. It could be bigger. I mean, we have to have spots. If we're not instancing dungeons or anything, we got to have places to go. It doesn't need to be like the best XP ever, but we all can't fit inside Guck, right? Like we have to have other places to go, even if it's not as the most streamlined way to XP.
Right. What is it? It's 12 to 14, those spiders, which there's not a whole lot else going on
in Throne Fast.
Yeah, in Throne Fast, and those are like the premier spot and there's like 2 camps of it.
Yep.
And it's just like, and it's just like, but there's no other good spot for really 12 to 14 because you're too low really for, I keep wanting to say the crypt, but you could go to Halnir, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
But that's way too hard at 12. Like, it's not worth your time. You're just going to die a bunch.
Yeah.
I think if it's really big, as long as it's well populated and laid out for groups, then it's going to be great.
I put this in here partially because there's been a lot of talk about, hey, maybe we should just release the game with 1 continent, or maybe we should release the game with 2 continents.
Who the hell's saying that shit? Get out.
The Discord. I mean, people just want the game to come out, right? And it doesn't matter. Sure. Some people are just like, get it out. Doesn't matter what we have to include or what we don't have to include. But Joppa's sticking to his guns. Good. Bard's making it in. And
I didn't know that.
3 continents are making it in. So
I was gonna say he did go over the old map. Did you listen to that part of his stream? One of his streams, someone asked him to bring up the old map that had 2 continents on it.
Yeah,
And he went over here. This is still here. This is still here. Things that we haven't seen.
Yep.
So like that whole thing that he talked about where he's covering up a bunch of stuff or not showing a bunch of stuff, that is accurate. So he went over King's Reach and Rainfall, and all those zones were still in there. They might have moved a little bit, but everything was still there. So like there's a lot of stuff that we haven't seen that's still going on. So that's great news.
Yeah.
That is good news.
Maybe we should get Benonai on this thing. It's a little conspiracy theory with the map changing. I don't know.
Have we done a wellness check for him yet? Anytime?
Recently? He messaged me the other day. So maybe I messaged him back, but then I, of course, didn't hear anything from him. I think he's just busy.
Well, who isn't?
Yeah.
It's been a year. Bring your segment back. I don't even remember what the segment's called. Community Spotlight. Come on, Benonai. You're not even listening to the show anymore. Get on it.
Called out.
Yeah, big time. I love Benonai. We need to have him back on the show.
His stuff is fantastic.
It's hilarious.
Well, something that maybe Sparoh might get a little excited about. Druids getting some tracking. Limited forms of tracking. Joppa said that will be coming, perhaps in the spring update even, that Druids will get a little bit of limited form of tracking. Are you pro Druid tracking or anti-Druid tracking?
As long as it's not as good as the Ranger tracking, I'd be fine with it. It's got to be really limited. Maybe like how far out it can see or some kind of limitations. I don't mind. Or maybe just get it later.
Yeah. The question is, does the Ranger track have limitations? I still feel like Mr. C can see the whole zone, no matter where we're at.
It just scroll. You scroll. Yeah. It's a lot.
Is there a limit on the Ranger? And if there is, how much do we limit it down for the Druid? It's
a lot.
Yeah.
I think it should be pretty limited. If you're gonna have the Ranger be the tracking class, I think it should be limited.
What
Did
about
we say
Bards?
Bard was gonna have it?
Do we throw Bards a bone with tracking as well, like EQ did, or no?
I'd give him the same as the Ranger or as the Druid.
Okay.
I would give Bards the same as the Yeah.
She's very generous.
Yeah.
I'm generous with other people's tracking.
She's playing the summer anyway. What does she care?
Yeah, probably. I think I'm just enjoying the pet class because I do like my pet class, and it's just this fight between my nature loving side and my pet loving side. So I'll have to make a decision at some point.
It's fine. We need less Rangers and more anything else.
You're just gonna have to play 2 different nights of streaming with 2 different classes. You're just going to have to make more room for Pantheon. Have you considered Monday nights at midnight Eastern Standard Time?
You would not like cranky Sparoh, okay? At midnight.
Oh, they deal with cranky
I don't know if you've met Daimlos at midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Well, then you'd have two of us being cranky. That's not.
Oh no,
work.
Yeah.
we're replacing.
You just
him
replace me.
Oh,
with you.
Listen,
So I'd be the new cranky
You're
person.
the tank.
Nice.
You're the
Oh,
summoner
wow.
tank. Yeah, that's our
Summoner tank.
yeah. That because I keep threatening Daimlos to replace him with the summoner tank. So
Oh,
that is.
I'm fine with it.
gotcha.
I'm 100% fine with it.
You'll get to sleep.
Well,
exactly.
if you're fine with that, you should also be fine with the Blood Mage, which is perhaps Joppa's take on what the Necromancer will flex into, where the Necromancer would be a quasi healing / support character in its flex, whereas so you would have like the DPS kind of crowd control, and then it would be healing / support for the flex. Are you in for the Blood Mage?
Does that mean the Necro's going to get res like we said? God, everything we say,
Oh,
everything we say on
called
this
it,
show
called it.
is 100% accurate all the time.
6 7
We-
6 7.
Cut. That's cut.
I don't even know what that means, but my kids.
I know you don't. I'm still cutting it.
All right, Sparoh, Blood Mage.
Right.
Are you in for the Blood Mage?
Well, the Necro's supposed to be a selfish class. So I don't know how a selfish class can be really a healer of any renown.
It does tend to go away from the lore a little bit. But if we're changing the name of the class altogether when it flexes into this Blood Mage, maybe it's not necessarily a Necro anymore. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Is it changing the whole class though? I mean, you're still a Necro
You're
that's
right.
going down a
It's
The
tree
class
that's not a
identity
tree.
slippery slope that we're going
we
down
are
2 weeks
down-
ago.
We are sliding down the.
Yeah.
This is how we got ourselves in trouble last time. And I don't and you're right. I didn't even notice it, but we've named these things now. It's not that you're a paladin. It's the and maybe we should come up with like terms for the paladin healing and the paladin tanking. Like, but they
Heal it
named
in.
the Bastion and the what's the DPS warrior called? Barbarian. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But now they're giving them names, which just further goes into the idea, which is what I've said, which is basically we're creating subclasses here. Like that's what we're not flexing anymore. We're creating whole subclasses of different things. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to pan out.
maybe if it's a type of heal where they're damaging the mob and then can send that health maybe
Yeah.
to someone else. Maybe that might go more with the lore and the feel of the
Maybe
character.
one hand is doing the life drain and the
Yeah.
other hand is doing the healing, like double
like a funnel.
funnel. Yes. Oh, God.
Funnel heals.
Life
I
or
don't
blood
know.
mage out, funnel in.
Funnel Mage.
Funnel mage.
Funnel mage.
The funnel mancer.
A necro healer is a kneeler.
There we go. There we go. I do think the CC needs to be on one side and the damage needs to be on the other. Like, I don't think damage and CC should be on the same side.
To be fair, it didn't quite sound like this was locked in stone, that this was going to be a thing. Because originally, the person in chat that brought the blood mage up wanted it to be the other side of the summoner, I think.
Oh,
And Joppa was
With the
like,
heal
no,
pet,
that's not
yeah.
going to be that, but maybe perhaps the necromancer. I don't know. I think they're still vamping, flexing
what?
on some of these.
There is a plan, Drac.
It's
There
it's
is a plan.
it's written down on stone tablets.
Yes.
It's good to go.
We just can't talk about the stone tablets.
All right, last but not least, I'm just like, why? Joppa, why? You can just ignore these questions. You have the power to not answer everyone's questions. This new streamer, you come out and said there's certain things you're not going to talk about and that you're just not going to do. You're not going to talk about dates. And you should also add that you're not going to talk about the funding of Pantheon Rise to the Fall.
He even did this on the dude's interview, right? Like, didn't someone talk about funding or bring up the funding?
I mean, there's a
For the
there-
AOC.
And he just shut it down.
yeah, but then He brought it back up again, and then he talked about it. And then he, and I just don't think there's any wins here. I mean, it's not bad. It's what they've always said, which is, yes, Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen, it's fully funded till launch. We can survive forever on a can
with
of baked
me
beans.
as the only person that's making money and making the game. It's fully funded.
And the only money I'm making is through my stream. But
correct. I'm not even paying myself.
I'm not even paying myself.
It's just me and Kyle.
I just think they should skip it. I think he should skip it. I don't think he should answer this question.
Just ignore it.
He should just
straight up ignore it.
Yeah, I don't answer questions about monetary things. But he went on to answer.
Open.
Yeah. He went on to answer and he said yes. But the richness of launch and content features will be determined by obviously how much money we have. So more backers, more people that play early access, more people that get in during the spring launch. Obviously, that's going to help the game go along.
First, give Static Group Live your money, and then give VR your money. In that order. Mm-hmm. No variation.
Sparoh, where are you with Pantheon being fully funded and for the second time around, the second iteration of fully funded Pantheon?
Honestly, the more often I hear it talked about, that's when the doubts start coming up, because this question was answered years ago that it's fully funded. It's going to come out in some way, shape, or form, no matter what. So I don't even think about it. To me, Pantheon's coming out. It's fully funded. You don't need to answer the question anymore. Just point to the other videos where you said it's fully funded.
Yep. Thanks, Ben Dean.
There is, quote, no doubt that Pantheon 1.0 will be launched.
Yeah.
I mean, we always knew that. That's why we dropped our money into it, because we knew 10 years ago that we were going to be right and other games were going to be wrong.
Just twist that knife.
Yes.
Just twist it.
Listen, we took a lot of beating from them, and they're going to hear it for a little while. I get to win for a little bit.
That's not healthy. No.
Listen, you don't get to call us a cult and then not.
Did they?
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's fine. Take that.
Well, I was never any kind of psychic. I just wasn't into PvP, so that obviously wouldn't have worked for me.
Which is definitely another thing that he talked about on his stream that we didn't bring up.
I mean, there was so much stuff I had to pick and choose.
I know, but we're at an hour.
Fast
We
talk.
got so much things to talk about.
I mean, we'll throw a top 5 in. We'll just make one up on the spot.
No. Nope. That's 45 minutes.
You just don't have to edit as much lip smacking out. It's going to be great.
Oh, just leave the lip smacking in? That sounds great.
I think I've been pretty good. No lip smacking.
No, you have. It's fine. I'll cut it out. Don't worry.
Did you? I have not.
You have.
Oh my god.
From the SGL Action News Desk, this is MMO News, featuring your anchors, Drac and Daimlos.
MMO News.
What MMO are we going to talk about today, Drac?
Let's talk about some monsters and some memories.
Good. I like both of those things.
As you may know, this channel is a big fan of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, but we also, we take a little bit of look at the side chick over here, Monsters and Memories. We like to see how they're doing.
Please flash up the meme right now.
I'm gonna flash the meme right now with the college, looking back at the college girl. Absolutely. There was an interesting video by Rise of Zek. I think it's a guild, and it's like their YouTube guild channel. But it's an interesting video about talking about, is Monsters and Memories too hard? Is it too hardcore? Is it too brutal? So I would love to get Sparoh's opinion, because I know you've been playing some Monsters and Memories.
I have.
What do you think about Monsters and Memories in terms of like hardness and like old schoolness and like bringing it? Will it be able to be successful being as hard as it is?
I think it's pretty much exactly what their fans are looking for. Maybe it's too hard for other people. Maybe it's too much. I think it's exactly right for most people. Personally, even though I really like old school gaming and I like Monsters and Memories, the spellbook dropping thing, I find that gets tiresome. But other than that, I think it's fine. I think it's not too hard. I think it's exactly what it's supposed to be.
The spellbooking drop thing is null and void because you can just buy a second spellbook and put it in your bank.
Yeah.
And you do have to buy spells a second time. So all you do is you just put the few spells that you need, like res, so whatever it is you need in that second spellbook. You grab it in the bank before you leave, memorize your stuff, put the book back in the bank, and take off.
Yeah, it seems kind of redundant and
a little tedious.
A little tedious, yeah. That's why it's not for me. But that part, but everything else, I think is right on what they're looking for, what their fans are looking for.
I mean, these are the P99ers, right? So yeah, this is what EverQuest was like in 1999. We do need this game because EverQuest is not this game anymore, and P99 is what it is, but we need something new. I know there are people that are still not bored of EverQuest, even after 25 years of the same 3 expansions.
TLP coming in May. Again. Let's go. Let's go. Woo!
The TLP is not this game, though. The TLP EQ is not EQ, or what was EQ.
Right. It's not like P99.
Yeah. So we do need an updated game like this with different content, with some different spicier classes in it.
They have a lot of classes.
Yeah. Yeah. This game should kill P99.
No. People are hardcore.
Come
P99.
on now.
Those people will play Monsters, I think, and enjoy it, but there is no way they're giving up their P99. It's because it's still not P99. I mean, it's still Monsters and Memories. It's got its own flavor.
I'm just saying it should and could. Should and could.
It might give them that college girl to look back at, maybe. I don't know.
I have a few things. One, I don't like the spellbook thing. It just feels punishing. I don't like the things that feel punishing.
But they're getting rid of that, right? They said they're getting...
Are they?
They're making certain spells cantrips.
Why can't you just let me cast a spell?
You are. It's a cantrip, so you don't lose it ever.
You don't have to have a thing.
It's built in.
It's built in. Just give me my class. Just give it. Just give it
back.
back.
I don't know.
You're already taking all my stuff. You're already taking every single thing I have
that you might not get back.
Yeah,
like there is a chance you might lose it all.
You're taking it all. That's punish you. And Monsters and Memories is like, hold my beer. Not only that, you can't cast spells. Like, what the heck?
What if too you lose your spell book? The one in the bank only has a few because you got to rebuy all those spells, and I'm sure they get expensive. So you could literally lose your spells that you bought.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't like to introduce elements into the game that could be my last moment of the game. And if you remember,
rage quit.
If you remember, in early EverQuest, in the beginning, in Soul B, if you died in the lava, you lost your stuff. And I remember we had a mutual friend that died in the lava in Soul B. He lost all his stuff, and that was the end. That was his last day.
We literally had to get everything going again.
Yeah, we started up again like 3 years later, I think is what ended up happening. But that was it for him. He was like, I'm not getting all that stuff again. I'm not doing all those things again. I'm not doing that. And so that was just his end. Yeah. And this really smacks to me, losing your spell book and losing all your stuff at the same time. It really smacks to me of like that experience of like, no, I'm just done. I'm done with the game. I'm not just done with you're like making yourself a hardcore game that once you lose, then you're done. That's never a good plan.
I mean, you have those hardcore players that just love it. Like they will wipe their characters if they die, and they're all about it. So that might be who they're making it for.
Maybe
it's not you or I, that part of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just an old Care Bear. Maybe that's just where I'm at in life. But I do not like hunting down stupid vendors to sell my stuff. It's so freaking annoying.
Tedious.
Oh, it's just so awful. Just like, I want to be able to hit the one vendor and he can rake me for 75%. It doesn't matter. Like, just get it. I need it out of my inventory. That's what I really need. So I'll sell it for pennies on the dollar. I don't care. Just let me get rid of it for something.
They do have the shady guy, right? That you can do basically.
But he only takes some stuff, right? I don't think he takes everything.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it's hard.
I'm in for Monsters and Memories. I'm in for some brutalness. At the end of this video, the take was they don't want easy mode. They're not calling for that. They want what they're calling sustainable mode, where new people can come into the game and people that have never played an EverQuest type experience can survive long enough to appreciate the game. And that's a big thing, because we as EverQuest players know that the moment that World of Warcraft came out and it was so much easier to get into the game and it was so much easier to do all the things in World of Warcraft than it was in EverQuest, that's where everybody went. And they left EverQuest because it was hard. So, but I think it's a different time, and this is more niche, so maybe that'll work out.
We're kind of circling back to, with the emergence of roguelite stuff, like having to do things over and over and over again. I mean, maybe that's the path back to an EQ P99 Monsters of Memory hardness of type of game.
There's definitely people that want it, and that is what they're going for. And I think there's just room enough in the gaming community right now to make sure that Monsters is that niche for people, and that's what they're aiming for. I don't think they are making this game for the people that left for WoW, for easier mode. I think they're making it for the P99 folks, and I think there's room for it. I mean, Pantheon's not going to be that hardcore, even though people thought it was going to be the next EverQuest. It's not. It's definitely going to be its own game. It's not as punishing as EverQuest. So if Monsters is going to go that route, I think it's for those people. I think that's what they're building it for.
Well, hopefully they like it. And don't
hopefully there's enough of them. That's my concern. Is there enough of them to make it work?
Yeah. I'm sure it's their concern too, right? Like they're making it for an amount of people, but they're not looking for 1 million. They're looking for a smaller number.
Carry the game, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. I mean, Embers Adrift is still kicking along, and Project Gorgon just hit like 6,500 people. Who knows? The other thing is that, and he brought this up on the video, I wanted to just touch on it, is Monsters and Memories is not going to Steam. They're not going to give Steam a cut. They're just going to do their monetization through their stuff. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? Steam gets you a big audience. A lot of people will try it, but also Steam is pretty flexible on the refund. So sometimes people buy it, play it for 24 hours, and then send it back.
And hate all over it.
And then leave bad reviews. And also, just like Steam takes a cut, right? Steam takes a big old chunk of money. So not giving Steam any money and just doing your own thing. I mean, a la EverQuest, right? They're truly going the EverQuest path.
It's probably the right play with the amount of people that they're going to have in the game.
Yeah, after everything that we've just said, do you think they really want to have millions of eyes on it? They probably want specific people that are looking for a specific type of game to have eyes on it through word of mouth, your friends playing it. I don't think they want Steam feedback.
Yeah, the last thing they want is, why does this game look like it's from 1999?
Right?
Because it's supposed to, dumbass.
Yes. Exactly.
Before you leave, we've one final word. Before you've forgotten all that you've heard, there is a moment evergreen. Stay here a while and listen to me.
All right, we made it through. Successful show, 226. Very
Only
fun.
70 lip smacks to edit out.
Only 70 lip smacks. Should we just like
I didn't too much. Come on.
Those are much easier. Like I can cut around those pretty easily.
Well, Sparoh, are you coming back into the? I know you're playing with Nathan. Do you think you're going to be doing some streaming or some content creation coming up soon?
Maybe some content creation. Honestly, I was going to stream, and then when Slay went, so I started doing a few weeks there, and then Nathan came in, and I was like, he's going to have all the folks. He's got like 75, 100 people watching. I got like 5. Like, I don't need to be streaming. So I probably won't stream, but I might do some content creation coming up, especially if I'm playing again and get some cool, like how to get mounts and stuff like that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will link the channel below, so make sure you head over to Sparoh's YouTube channel, give her a like and a follow, and yeah, we're so happy that you're back, creating some content, loving Monsters and Memories and Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. And we will give you the last word.
Good to be back. See you soon, everyone.